Um, then there's the general state of the store. Well, this store is a mess. The products are all over the place. Well, keep in mind, it's not the sales associates that are doing that, or the stockers, or anything like that. It's the customers, you know. Trust me, I don't go messing my shelves up. That's the last thing I want to do, because I have to fix it. It'd be like tearing a magazine up into tiny little pieces, like confetti, and just tossing it all over your room. It might look cool, but in the end, you are going to have to clean that up, right? So, same concept. You know, we don't really. Now, I have stocked something in the wrong place because I misread something or what have you, and there's the occasional accident like that. But that's not something we do intentionally. Customers, though, just will take something, they'll walk down the aisle a little bit, decide they don't want that thing, and put it right there. They're literally 2 feet away from where they got it. They could be cool, and they could go put it back, but no. We're going to be real lazy, and we're going to put it right here, where it doesn't belong, right? Or, I don't remember exactly where I got it, and I'm not going to read. So it's in the right area, but in the wrong plug, right? So we try our best to get that taken care of. And, you know, we have periods during the day where we zone and straighten some of that up. But, you know, we're only allowed to do that for half an hour at a time. It can take a lot more than half an hour to get just one aisle straightened out, you know? And that's not to mention dealing with all the stuff that just doesn't belong in your department. People decide suddenly they don't want this purse. It's like, what's a purse doing in the grocery, you know? Or vice versa. You know, we get stuff that's given to us, you know, given to our department from other departments. It's our stuff, and we give stuff to them, and this goes on all day. Now, if the customers would just stop that, we could stop wasting time on it. You know, most of my day is spent correcting that. And not to mention, you just being able to afford something, you know. I generally do my math and figure out what I can afford before I go up to the register and pay for it. Because what do you think happens if you can't afford that thing? Oh no, you know what? I don't want this. I'd rather get beer. Or I just can't afford this. Well, that goes into a basket at customer service. So an agent like me has to then go to customer service periods through the day and collect that stuff. And then, you know, put that stuff back on the shelves. Now, you know, if you're doing something out of the stock room, then it usually is coded in a way that you can see via a series of codes where it goes, right? It helps you narrow it down so you can get to where you need to be and stock it, right? Well, it's because of that system, you don't tend to remember exactly where things are. You remember what aisle you've seen things in. So, if I go to customer service and get our returns and it's full of just random shit that doesn't have any location codes on it, say this jar of peanut butter, okay, well I know what aisle the peanut butter's on, but then I have to stand there and look at all the peanut butter for like 5 minutes sometimes, you know, trying to find exactly where it goes, because what if it's all gone? If there's still some on the shelf, it's easier because, oh, there it is, put it in. Unless it's been restocked, then it has to go in the back because then it's overstock. So there's that, right? But if it's completely gone, then you have to start reading labels. And then if the labels don't match up, you have to go scan it and then start to try and find prices. So all of this stuff is making you guys' prices higher because they have to pay people to do that, And if I were register trained and I had to leave doing that to go and work a register, it wouldn't get done. I mean, just doing returns takes a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours out of my day, sometimes, the days I do them. And not to mention all the cold stuff. If you can't afford milk, that milk doesn't go back in the fridge right away, usually. I mean, usually it goes to customer service and stays there and goes bad. And then we have to claim it out. But, the price, it's somebody's losing somewhere. And businesses don't lose, they pass that loss on. So next year when they, after all the rollbacks, prices sometimes go higher than they were before the rollback. And that's why. And as an agent, all of this can be very frustrating to deal with. Especially when you're trying to get it done and you have to help customers at the same time. And, if anybody out there has worked at a grocery store, you get asked just not weird questions, but it's like, well, where's your peanut butter at? It's literally right behind you. Or it's on the aisle that says peanut butter, Where's your tea and coffee at? You see that sign right there that says tea and coffee, People don't just look at things, or some people can't read, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Now, as frustrated as I seem about this whole thing, I really like the job. I know what's expected of me and everything. But we do have our regular customers, and, they kind of know me, and, they're like, hey, man, good to see you today. What's up? And those people are great. I don't mind helping them out, because they know not to waste my time, right? Let's see. What else is there? Not too much longer to really talk about this, so... The only other thing that I would say is just be courteous. I mean, I used to talk to 80 or 90 people a day at a call center. I may not talk to that many people now, but this guy today, for example, he's looking for a certain thing, and I happened to be in the aisle, and I was like, can I help you find this? And he says, yeah, we're looking for this. And I'm like, okay, that's with some kind of soup or something. I'm like, okay, that's on aisle 14. Like, okay. Wife, go get that. All right. So she goes and gets that, and he's like, if you just have a minute, can you come here? And he went on to explain how this certain bottle of olive oil was marked at $6.89, and it was Pompeii light virgin olive oil, or extra virgin olive oil. comes in a like a 32-ounce plastic container. And he says, well, when I got up to the register, it scanned as $8.89. And it's like, oh, I see. Okay, well, what did they do with it? It's like, well, I ended up not taking it. They just got, And if that was the marked price, he could have gotten it at that. But he didn't really want to go through the rigmarole. And, I was like, you can take this now. I'll make sure to you just tell them that's what the tag says, and you can get it. He's like, no, I really don't want it. I just really want it taken care of. And I was like, well, I'll I'm not doing this particular thing right now, but I'll get Monique over there, to she had the scanner and everything. It was kind of her deal today, to get it done. I'll talk with her about it, and I'll go ahead and scan one here in a bit, and just make sure what you're saying is happening. And of course I was going to do it, but I needed to get some more stocking done first. He was kind of keeping me from doing that. We're sort of getting behind, so he just wouldn't really let it go. He just kind of kept going on about it, and it's like I had to do it right then. So, I ended up having to do the whole process then, and it's like, dude, it's all olive oil. I mean, olive oil is olive oil. You could have gotten, why would you take that one? Look how many are there. Like, nobody takes that one. People take the bigger one because it's a better value per ounce, or, you could have gotten the same in this Bartolone brand for like $2 less anyway. So, just things like that are frustrating, but you deal with them. It's not, you don't be rude to people. People are often rude to you, or they get pissed off about not being able to find something, and they're standing right in front of it, or, they've already gone past it, or this, that, or the other. Like I said, I stock products all day, and there's still one or two things that I don't know exactly where they are. Anyway, so that's just some thoughts about problems working at a grocery store. I'm going to go ahead and sign out here. Have a good night, everybody. I might do some videos in a couple days.